Hey, chosen ones, how are you guys doing? So, today let's talk about how narcissists and toxic people will move in when you are at your most vulnerable position or in your most vulnerable state. And that's how you know that it is not for the right reasons, it is not for genuine reasons. Okay. I've had many instances in my life where people have come to the rescue, so-called rescue, when they know you're at your lowest, you are mentally not that strong, where you are maybe ill or something very serious, like you lost somebody really important to you or whatever. That's when they will step in because you're at your weakest state. And what that shows is that the narcissist or even the toxic person are generally weak people, right? Because they know that if they come to you when you are as you are normally, which would be on top of things, smart, focused, because chosen ones, naturally, that's how we are. But due to the amount of trauma and the amount of difficulties and struggles that a chosen one has to go through, you will be like this, up and down, most of the time, which is fine. Because I always say that life was not meant to be easy. Nobody said life was meant to be easy. God did not say that we would not go through trials and tribulations, okay? And especially when you are a chosen one, you would have had a long journey already, okay? But we are so strong and solid. We are able to bounce back because we're resilient, that a lot of people cannot outsmart us, okay? And in our normal state, they cannot. But guess what? When we are low and we are down and we're going through really challenging situations, that's when they come and that's when they attack. I was just thinking about a situation that arose a couple of years ago. And actually, I'm in the process of releasing those people who are in the situation. Okay. And I was just reflecting on how I even got into the situation in the first place. And as I was kind of like looking at how the whole process started and where we are now, because yesterday I did a video on the fact that as we are evolving and transitioning and growing, you will find that you have baggage and you are involved with groups or situations that no longer serve you, right? And so you've got to release that. And one group in particular, one situation, scenario in particular, I was thinking about how I got involved in it in the first place. And it was through me being vulnerable, right? And it's disappointing and it's a shame because you would like to think that when you are vulnerable, people generally care. Just as you would care, just as you have concern for people, you would hope that people would be there for you because they genuinely care, but not because they're trying to get you into a group or they're trying to find some way of controlling you, which feels like it is the case for me, okay? And so it's been interesting because I've been doing a lot of reflecting and just looking at situations, relationships that no longer serve me. And I cannot deal with controlling people anymore. I cannot deal with toxic people anymore. And anytime one of the two is near me, I'm like, I've got to get out of here. I've got to terminate this relationship because I'm not doing it anymore. I'm in a space where I want happiness for myself. I want peace. And I want everything that I'm involved in, everything that surrounds me to be something that I genuinely want. Not because I'm doing it to please somebody or to support. No, I'm not supporting anybody. I'm supporting myself. Okay. And it's really important that during these times as well, where you're transitioning, you're changing and you're evolving, to connect with God. Okay. This is something that I feel I don't do enough. Okay. But I know that having God as my foundation is all I need, because on that you can build. Okay. And so for me, it's about connecting to Jesus and really having that relationship and knowing that I am saved and I am, forgiven and I have been redeemed. And, just knowing that God is really all we need, because after all the material possessions and everything is gone, what do you have? Nothing. Our health can be taken away in seconds. Our possessions can be taken away in seconds. Our relationships can be taken in seconds, but God will remain. Okay. He will remain. And so I think as well, when we're in our most vulnerable state, when we're going through tough times, to be very aware of who is around us and why they're around us. And then to also lean on God more than anything else. And that involves us building a relationship, being able to hear his voice, being able to hear his direction and also his correction when people have come in and you know it, you feel it in your gut that something is not right about this person, this relationship, but yet you're still in it. You know, if we connect to God and we listen, we will know that we shouldn't be in that kind of relationship. And so just to note that narcissists are so weak. They are so weak and so sad that they will only come to you in your weakest state, because that's the only state that they can actually get their foot into the door. That's the only state that they can actually manipulate you. So be very careful when you're vulnerable, who's around you. And, you know, what's coming to mind is like, is it crows? Is it crows that like eat dead carcasses and dead bodies? They sit down and they wait, and they find like when people die or animals die, they go and eat the animals and things like that. And I feel like I'm just relating narcissists to that at the moment, because they are vulgar. It's not crows, it's vultures. Don't you just love that? The fact that I said they are vulgar and then I thought of vultures. Thank you, Holy Spirit. So yes, vultures, they sit around and they wait, and they will be stalking you and watching you when you're at your weakest state, and when you're even close to death or you're dead. That's when they will pounce on you. So just beware, guys, that narcissists are around us for the wrong reasons, and they can wait, and then they will pounce at their time, the right time for them. So just continue to be yourself, continue to connect to God, and know that in your normal state, nothing can penetrate, nothing can affect you. Right? So chosen ones, I'm going to love you and leave you, but just keep strong, be aware of what's happening around you, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you watched this video and you liked it. Let me know if you have experienced the same thing, where, you know, toxic people, narcissists, have come into your life when you've been at your most vulnerable state or your weakest state, because that's what tends to happen, right? Yeah, again, lovely to record this video, and I'll see you in my next video, chosen ones. Take care. Bye.